Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I would like to talk about 5 habits that I try my best to follow every day and that definitely save me around an hour or even more every day. These habits, or let's say productivity hacks, are extremely important for me because when you're self-employed or working from home, there is actually nobody to control what you're doing. It's quite easy to get distracted or procrastinate over the tasks that you don't want to do. So following these habits helps me to stay productive and focused. Let's dive into it. The first productivity hack that I'm using is creating a to-do list for the day in the evening of the previous day. So before I wrap up the work, I think about and write down the tasks that I need to work on tomorrow. This way, when I start working day the next morning, I don't have to waste my time trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do. I already have a clear plan laid out for me. Also, my daily to-do list consists of a maximum of 5 tasks. Sometimes it can be less if I know that some tasks will take more time, or sometimes I have more tasks on my list if I know that I will be able to complete them faster. But an important thing is that this daily list always includes a revenue-generating task or working on something that has a potential to generate revenue in the future. This way, at the end of the day, I feel like I actually made some progress and moved forward and wasn't just occupied with filler tasks. The next productivity tip that I'm using is the Pomodoro principle. I'm sure you've heard of it. And for some times I was really skeptical about it, like why do I need to work in blocks and also take breaks? But over time I noticed that if I make sure to take even short breaks, my energy lasts longer and working on the tasks is easier. It's especially relevant for me for the tasks that take longer than an hour. Before I started using the Pomodoro principle, my logic was, okay, I will take a break after I'm done with this task. However, after an hour or so, I did notice that I started slacking off and started looking for a distraction. And when I take a 10-minute break after 50 minutes of work or an hour of work, it's easier for me to finish this task and the quality of work is not suffering. There are a lot of apps that are offering a Pomodoro timer and some of them you can even use for free. And I'm using a time tracker called Toggle to track time that I'm spending on different tasks. And it also has a built-in Pomodoro timer. Before we move to the next productivity hack for work, like this video, subscribe to my channel and enable notifications to not miss out on the future content. The third productivity hack that I'm using is about my phone. While your phone can be a useful tool, more often it becomes a huge distraction, especially if you're working on a task that is complicated or that you don't want to do. The brain is quickly trying to fall back into something that is much easier and more enjoyable, like scrolling through social media. And even worse, most of the time we actually don't intentionally spend time on our phone or on social media, but we find ourselves spending time on the phone. So there are 3 things that I do to help me spend less time on my phone. First of all, I have all notifications turned off, except the ones from the banking apps and also from my husband. This way I don't get distracted every time someone texts me or likes my post on Instagram and so on. I check messengers when I have time and when I choose to do that. Second, when I'm working, I put my phone as far away from me as possible and also screen down. This way I don't have a temptation to pick it up and start mindlessly scrolling whenever I'm stuck with the task or feel tired. And the third tip that I'm using to spend less time, not on my phone but on social media, is to use time limits for specific apps. For example, I have a 10-minute daily limit for Instagram. When I reach this limit, I see a notification like this and it makes me think, do I really want to waste more time on social media? And usually the answer is of course no. The next productivity hack helps me to fight procrastination or complete tasks that I simply don't want to do. The principle is quite simple. Make an agreement with yourself that you work on the tasks that you don't want to work on for just 5 minutes. If you don't feel like doing it after 5 minutes, then let yourself stop. In most cases, however, you will just keep going and keep working on the task. The hardest part is always to start, and this tip will help you to get things rolling. And if that doesn't work and after 5 minutes you still feel reluctant doing this task, here's the last productivity hack that you can use. Try finding a way to make what you are doing more enjoyable. For example, if I don't feel like writing a script for a video, I can take my laptop and sit on the balcony if the weather is nice, because I do enjoy it, or make myself a cup of tasty tea, or turn on the music that I like. So even if I have to work on the tasks that I really don't want to do, I have something that I can enjoy in the meantime. Alright, these are the productivity hacks that I'm using for work. I hope that you can pick up some of them and they will help you to save time and stay more productive. If this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and enable notifications, and see you in one of my other videos. Bye bye!